Welcome to my Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate tutorial for the Switch Axe. Um, I will eventually do a tutorial for all of the weapons, but I will begin with the Switch Axe because it is my absolute favorite weapon. And let's just start with the information that we have from the weapon guide. Okay, over here, Switch Axe. Okay, just from this guide, we can see that the Switch Axe has, I think, the most techniques. So let's begin with the Axe mode. Basically, X to unsheath our weapon, and while standing still, X, X, and X. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that is our X combo. If you will notice, the third attack, 1, 2, this rising slash, that kind of ends the combo because it does have quite a long cooldown, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, and then a cooldown. Okay, he needs a brief cooldown before he can begin with the downward slash again. Okay, so that's it for our X combo. When we move forward and press X, it changes to this. This is a forward thrust. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just the X button. X, X, X. Okay. This is particularly useful for closing the distance, especially if the monster has jumped away from you and you need to close the distance. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It is not really useful if you are already positioned in a very nice spot right in front of the monster and you do not wish to move or reposition. If you need to remain in one spot, I would suggest just performing your X combo, because you can see that you will remain in position while you perform the 3 X attacks. Okay, so that's it for the X. Okay, these cats are getting a bit annoying. Okay, that was the A. Okay, if you press A, this is a side slash. The side slash cannot combo into itself. Okay, so you see, if I keep pressing A, you only perform one single side slash. Okay, the side slash does not combo into another side slash, but the side slash does combo into the rising slash, which is the third X combo, the rising slash. So you can achieve the rising slash a bit faster with A, then X. And of course, A, X, and X again will then lead into your X combo. So it is basically the exact same move, the rising slash. So again, not very useful for continuous infinite combos, because the rising slash does have this long cooldown. The last method to achieve a rising slash is to hit X and A together, like this. This will immediately give you your rising slash, and this is extremely useful when you're fighting monsters that have their body parts high up from the ground. You can see the reach of this rising slash. It is very, very high. Okay, the X mode has very, very good reach. So that's it for the basic X and A combos. Remember that when you're standing still, your X combos are slightly different than if you were pushing the circle pad in any direction. Okay, if you're pushing forward, you will continuously move forward in your infinite X combos, and the A is a side slash that cannot combo into itself, but can combo into another X. Okay, if you notice, the A comboed into a forward thrust. That is because I'm pushing the circle pad. If I'm not pushing the circle pad, when I'm fully stationary, the A combos into the rising slash. Okay, so that's it for our basic combos, and the rising slash is one of the most important moves that you will need to be familiar with, because the rising slash leads into your infinite hack and slash move. To do that, you rising slash and then you press A. You will be able to do this hack and slash for as long as you have stamina. If you notice the stamina bar at the bottom there, in the bottom screen, every swing depletes my stamina, and I can keep doing this until I have insufficient stamina to do this. Okay, I can keep swinging, yes, until my stamina is fully depleted, and it will stop. Okay, so the hack and slash is another particularly useful combo if you are interested in dealing a wide area of damage while standing still. Okay, if you are dealing single target damage while standing still, the X combo is, in my opinion, quite enough. It's quite satisfactory, but the hack and slash has much better DPS because you do not have any downtime between these slashes. Look, I'm continuously slashing. There is absolutely no downtime between my attacks, so the DPS is very, very good. And in fact, this hack and slash is perhaps the best DPS burst that you can do as a switch axe. Okay, now let's talk about your dodging. The switch axe is unable to block because you do not have a shield, so pressing B will roll forward. You cannot roll backwards. There is no backflip. If you wish to dodge backwards, you would have to face backwards and then roll forwards towards the back. Okay, that's a really weird way to say it, but essentially the switch axe does not have an innate back dodge. You do have a side dodge, but it is not accessible immediately. Okay, the side dodge is available in the middle of your attacks. Okay, so attack, side dodge, attack, side B. Okay, so this would be useful when you are facing a monster face on, and you would like to get a few hits in the monster's face, and then okay, that's enough. A side step to get out of danger and possibly out of the monster's hit zone. So 1, 2, you can forward dash. 1, 2. There is no backwards dash. Okay, even if I had my circle pad towards the back, but it was still a side step that was executed because the switch axe has no back step. So side step. Okay. Now let's get into the biggest gimmick of the switch axe, which is the ability to morph. Right trigger morphs your switch axe between axe form and sword form. In sword form, you have really good combos. This is the X combo. It is infinite, and if you notice, the X, the sword's X combo only hits in a vertical line. This is very useful against something like a Kurupeko who has his flintstones towards the side of his body. You would not want to do this side slash against a Kurupeko. You would want to aim only in a vertical plane. So in sword form, your infinite X combo will be able to do massive damage very quickly in a vertical plane. The A attack is of course a side slash, very similar to your X. And every attack in your sword mode depletes your sword file. The file is the secondary bar that is displayed below your sharpness gauge. And if I deplete my gauge, okay, let's just go around with some attacks over here. This is a forward X combo, forward. Okay. As you can see, my file is nearly depleted, and if I switch into the X mode now, I will have a reload prompt. This means that I am unable to switch into my sword form, and the right trigger will instead reload the file. Now that the file has been reloaded, I will be able to transform into sword mode again. And the sword mode is a bit more combo-y. You have the infinite X combo, you have the infinite A combo. So the A combo is basically very similar to the X combo, with the exception that you begin with a side slash, then a vertical slash. Whereas if it had been only X, it would be just on the vertical plane. Alright, so let's reload this. Okay, you do not have to switch your X and sword modes by pressing the R trigger, the right trigger, because that when you're fighting a monster, you do not want to be standing still and wasting your time switching between switch X modes. So from an X mode, you can quickly switch to a sword mode by pushing your by moving forward, a forward thrust, and then the right trigger. So that instantly combos into a sword side slash. So let's do that again. Moving forward, X, forward thrust, and then... Okay, I messed it up. Moving forward, forward thrust, right trigger, and we have transformed. The sword can also transform into the X immediately by performing a side slash. Okay, so side slash, right trigger, and it goes from a sword side slash into an X side slash. Okay, so forward thrust into sword mode, side slash into X mode. Okay, so that's basically how you transition between X and sword modes while keeping up the damage. Remember, you always want to be keeping up the damage. Minimize your downtime, and I think that's the majority of the switch X modes, the switch X attacks. And okay, the last one will be the element discharge, that is the official name. I just like to call it the switch X ultimate. Basically, when you are in sword mode, you can press X and A together, and you will do this. Okay, a kind of a thrust. Okay, nothing too fancy, but this thrust, if you tap A rapidly, what happens is... Okay, what just happened? Okay, sorry, it's not A, it's X. So if you press X rapidly, you will immediately discharge your entire file. So let's go ahead and reload. Okay. Okay, now we have a reloaded file. So let's move into SWOT mode and perform our ultimate. Okay. Boom! The entire file is gone, and that is the absolute largest single amount of damage that you can do with this weapon. As you are performing the thrust and mashing the X button, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there are a total of 7. I don't know how you would say this, but 7 thrusts, 7 little damage instances that you will perform while your sword is being held in that upward position. Before, after the seventh burst, you will lead into the big explosion. So that's it for the technique demonstration of the switch axe. And we will move into a practical demonstration where I will use this switch axe to take on a great Jaggy quickly. Alright, so this is the low rank Great Jaggy quest, Pain in the Plains. Possibly the most basic large monster that you could ask for. So let's just go ahead and... oh no. Okay, I will use a Psycho Serum to determine the location. Okay, it's over there at area 5. And then let's just get our cool drink up and ready our paintball. Alright. Okay, we begin with positioning ourselves at a comfortable distance away from the monster, and watch for an opening to start unleashing our combos. Okay, so right now he's focused on Cha-Cha, so that is a good time. Okay, you always want to reposition whenever the monster is not facing you. Okay, every time you miss, it's a good idea to just dodge out of the way. When I was facing him sideways, I chose to do a side slash because that hits his legs. With the switch axe, you will notice that it is actually very easy to break his frill because, right, see, the frill is gone. That's because of the very high reach of the upward slashes. He's currently in an enraged mode, so we just gotta be a tad more careful in our approach. Right. Okay, that was not really a good time to use the infinite hack and slash combo because this slamming attack will interrupt you. This is a good chance to use your hack and slash when he is fallen down on the ground. Okay, he's drooling, he's out of stamina. So let's just get in some quick attacks. Okay, when he's running, As Switch X, you do not have the mobility to chase him down. So instead, you should just focus on healing yourself. Okay, he's now in area 5, which is over here. Okay, now he's asleep, and this is the absolute best time to perform the element discharge, the ultimate. So stand right at his face and hit X and A. Okay. Oh shit! Okay. I barely got that last the big explosion on his face, so that's okay. It wasn't really the best discharge. Oh my god. On this, okay. That was I don't know. That was less than 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm not really overpowered. This is a Ludroth axe, which is a 3 rarity, a rarity 3 weapon, and this is a 2-star quest, so I would consider this to be a level appropriate. I would say the reason why we are able to complete the quest so fast is because the Switch Axe has very high raw damage, and good execution of the attacks to ensure that a majority of the attacks are landing, and minimizing your idle time will usually result in very quick kills. So that's it for the Switch X monster hunting demonstration. I hope to see you all in future videos.